A local grassroots organization, San Diego Afghan Refugees Aid Group, has been working with newly arrived Afghan refugees to provide many of them with assistance. Joining us this morning to talk about the group's efforts is volunteer Zulaikha Rahim. Zulaikha, do I have that name right?
Yes, you do. Hi, Paul. How are you?
I am better now that I get to talk to you. First of all, tell us about the organization.
Sure. San Diego Afghan Refugees Aid Group started right around the fall of Afghanistan, mid-August. It's, as you mentioned, a grassroots effort. We were a few volunteers, but now we are a group of 100 members, just taking our time to help incoming refugees. We knew that everything that happened back home was very heavy on all of our hearts, and we just wanted to find a way to help. We couldn't help people back home, so we figured why not help those that are coming here. So we were able to raise over $14,000 in a span of 2 weeks, just based off of social media, our friends, family, colleagues, and just our network. And thus far, we've been able to help 32 families that have relocated here with, some hot meals, fresh groceries, clothes. I mean, they say that they come with just the clothes on their backs, and they really do. I mean, these refugees have nothing. And toys for their kids. And, we have been welcoming them with these care packages as well. It's spices that they would use back home, rice,
Right.
just tea, everything that they would need just to give them a little bit of assistance when they're first coming in.
Zulaikha, I've moved around a little bit in my life, and I know how disoriented I am just going from Madison, Wisconsin to Green Bay, Wisconsin. I can't imagine the shock of a whole different culture, a whole different language, all the obstacles. How difficult a transition, or is the relief of being away from the danger does that overcome the fear of the transition?
Absolutely. And you made a good point, because, a lot of these refugees, they do not speak English. So imagine you're in a country that you don't speak the language, you don't know anybody. So we've been kind of creating this buddy system with them to be able to connect one of our volunteers with the families so that they have somebody to connect with and be able to help them with, appointments, translation. We have a lot of Dari and Pashto speakers within our group. So they help them with their forms, getting them acclimated with the community, nearby grocery stores, getting their kids, revved up for school. So there's a lot that goes in. And like you said, we worry about, moving city to city.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't imagine. And, most of us are first generation Afghan Americans. So our families went through this 40 years ago, and this is our opportunity to kind of give back to the community.
The kids always adjust faster than the adults. That's been my experience. How big will this contingent grow? You say 32 families. Will it become 64 families? Will it become 300 families? How big is the contingent going to be here in San Diego?
I mean, it's going to be huge. We have, we just heard that they're expecting another 1,300 families within either the rest of this year.
In San Diego?
In San Diego alone, correct. So we are going to be in dire need of continued funds to be raised, and everybody can look on our social media on how to do that. But then also, storage space. We've had a lot of challenges with storage. ACIC, the Afghan Community Islamic Center, has been gracious to provide their storage space for us to house all of our donations that we've been receiving. But then also there's a housing shortage.
Yeah, I was going to say, what do you do for housing?
Yeah, I mean, when they first arrive, they're being placed, to temporary housing month to month, and then they are being placed in motels. There was this family actually that had been in a motel for 3.5 weeks, and when I went over there, and it kind of goes back to your point, when I talked to the mom, she said, we're just happy to be here and be safe, and we'll figure everything else out. And your team has been amazing, and they're just happy that they're able to walk outside and not get attacked or be shot at. So
will everybody be in the same part of town, or are we going to try to do it that way, or is it just spread out through San Diego County?
It's pretty much spread out through San Diego County right now. Most of them are being placed in El Cajon. There's a big, Afghan community and Middle Eastern community. There's being some place in North County. So they're kind of being spread wherever there is housing available for them.
And lastly, because we got to wrap this up, how do people help if they want to make a cash donation?
Sure. Just go to our Instagram or reach out to us at SDAFGANRefugeesAid@gmail.com. Find us on all the social media platforms on Facebook, or reach out to me privately.
Zulaikha, thank you so much for making time.
Thank you so much, Paul. Thank you so much.
You bet. It was fun talking with you, and hopefully we'll have a progress report in the not so distant future.
Yes, thank you so much.